Yo, 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 what's going on out there, fight world? It's your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on two big dogs in this fight game. We have Terence T-Bug Crawford, the undefeated 4 division world champion. He is 2-time undisputed and considered number one pound for pound to a lot of people. Then we have King Canelo Alvarez, who is another 4 division world champion. He too is 2-time undisputed, arguably the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, the face of boxing, the pound for pound pay-per-view king, and we all know how Canelo Alvarez get down. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, we all know this fight finna take place September 13th. We 4 days away from the big showdown. But Canelo want to let Terence Bud Crawford know, I'm not worrying about your weight. I'm not worried about you people saying you bulking up and putting on muscle to come up to 168. You don't belong at 168. And I'm going to show you don't belong at 168. You understand? I heard your trainer Bomac saying you belong at 68. You've been weight bullying. But do you know who I am? Do you know how long I've been at 68? And then if you belong at 68, where do the real fighters at 168 belong? Who I've been knocking out and beating the shit out of? Huh? What weight class do they belong in? Because if you was weight bullying, then they weight bullying, suck it down and get to 68. Now, when it comes to Terence Bud Crawford, a lot of people looking at Bud as if he's going to be the bigger man that night. A lot of people looking at Bud as if him putting on pounds, coming up to 168, is fit to make him have the punch of Thor, right? Like he's about to move up and just knock Canelo the fuck out. You understand? No, Terence Bud Crawford's moving up to 68, a division he never fought at, putting on extra weight. He has to hope he can perform at that division the same he did at 47, 40, 35, and somehow at 54. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be realistic out here, brothers and sisters. Don't get too ahead of yourself, right? Terence Crawford's a hell of a fighter. Salute to him. Can't take nothing away from him. But he's moving up to Canelo weight class. To Canelo's weight class. Do you understand? Canelo been here, man. Look at this dude he's spoiling right now. How big do he look? Let's be realistic. How big does he look? Right? And I was supposed to interview this guy too, Canelo's sparring partner. So, is Terence Bud Crawford bigger than this dude? No. No. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, man, Canelo Alvarez is not afraid of Terence Crawford and the weight that he's putting on, moving up to 68. He's not. That's his least worry. I'm telling you now. That's his least worry. Canelo is worrying about the game plan, him getting in and working Terence Crawford's body and arguably trying to get him up out of there to show y'all that his weight class is for a reason. Terence Bud Crawford knows his weight class is for a reason. Terence Bud Crawford know he don't belong at 168 pounds. But he's daring to be great. You know what I'm saying? He's trying his luck. You feel me? Because he didn't want to go to 160 to fight Canelo when he was at 147, but he belonged at 68, huh, Bomac? Bomac, he belonged at 68. But he said, y'all think I'm Superman and go to 160. Like, do that even make sense? Do that make sense? Do it make sense? He should have been at 68, but he wasn't willing to go to 60 to fight Canelo Alvarez. He said it out of his own mouth. Y'all think I'm Superman? Like, let's stop it. He haven't been weight bullying like that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's the sell a fight, and I respect it. That's the sell a fight. But there's no way on God's green earth that Terence Bud Crawford is moving up to 68 and he's going to be stronger than Canelo Alvarez. Weight advantage goes to Canelo. Power advantage goes to Canelo. You feel me? All day, every day, and twice on a Sunday. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't let that shit, trick y'all. or put y'all in the state of mind of, oh man, we're looking at Terence Crawford and ooh, look at his muscles. Ooh, look at his six pack. Oh man, he's bulked up. Oh man, look, man, cut it out. Terence Crawford always look good. He's always in great shape. That's one thing he do. He don't smoke, he don't drink. He work his ass off. He's always in great shape. He's going to be in great shape. So if he's moving up in weight and he putting on some muscles and pounds, he's going to be in great shape, right? But the difference is, could he fight the same? Do his legs get a little heavier? Do his arms get a little more tired? You know, could you go out there and throw the same combination that you was throwing at 54 and at 40? Semi at 54. Can you throw them same combinations? We don't know. He don't know. But he's going to try to find out once he get into the real fire. I'm not talking about sparring. I'm talking about the real fire. 10 ounces, no head gear. 10 ounces, no head gear. Of course, you can say, oh, yeah, I'm sparring heavyweights, and I'm sparring this. We ain't got on 16-ounce gloves and head gear, right? When you got on 16 ounces and some head gear, it helps protect you. But when you fight somebody like Canelo Alvarez, who is a natural power puncher, right, who's acclimated to 10-ounce gloves, because Terence Crawford ain't really acclimated to the 10-ounce gloves. This is his second fight with 10-ounce gloves on. You know, this is his second fight, him putting on, more weight than he ever fought with in his life. 54 was the highest he ever fought when he fought Majimov. Now you're going to 68. You didn't get settled in at 54, but now Canelo supposed to be worrying about the weight? He supposed to be worrying about the weight? Cut it out, man. Cut it out. And a lot of people will find out really, really soon why Canelo is the bigger man, why he's the stronger puncher, and why his weight class is for a reason. You know, Terence Crawford is not going to stand there and bang it out with Canelo. He's going to try to be smart. He's going to try to stand his ground as in certain spots and spurts. But for the most part, he's going to be trying to move left to right, get his shit off, try to wrap up, turn Canelo, get him to reset, try to work the jab, and fight off the back foot a little bit. But Canelo's going to be coming forward, cutting the ring off, getting to the body to try to make Terence Crawford make a mistake and try to catch him with a, counter shot, from him throwing, either a wild punch or throwing in between his punches. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all can go out there with that notion of, oh, Terence Crawford going to be the bigger man. Terence Crawford going to knock Canelo out. We going to find out. We going to find out real, real soon if Terence Crawford really want to, exchange with Canelo Alvarez when shit get heated. Because I can't see him really standing there trying to bang it out with Canelo once he feel the power of Canelo Alvarez. And that's just me being trill. That's just me being real. Once again, Canelo Alvarez is not worrying about Terence Crawford bulking up in weight, putting on no pounds, thinking he's the bigger man. Weight advantage, power advantage, Canelo Alvarez. The 13th is on the way, and all I'm looking at her, and still, straight like that, and might be on to the next.